creation. You don't need to worry about filling your life, because whenever God forms something, He will fill it. He formed the earth and then filled it with abundant life. He formed the sea and then filled it with great whales and fish. He formed the open firmament and filled it with birds. He formed the dry land and filled it with grasses and trees. Finally, He formed man and breathed in him the breath of life, so that he became a living soul, placing man in time. The concept of time requires some stretching of your mind, but consider time as a sliver between two eternities, eternity future and eternity past. Thomas Carlyle said, "One life, a little gleam of time between two eternities." Man was placed in a sliver of time just for a moment, really, an interlude, an interruption between eternity future and eternity past. If we can capture the thought of eternity in our minds, it would change the way we view God, the way we view life, the way we view ourselves, the way we face problems, and the way we deal with death. If we begin to comprehend that all of the business and interactions we are experiencing in this present world is merely a brief interruption in an ongoing relation of eternity, our perspective on all of life will change. If we come to grips with the fact that we are eternal and that we are going to live somewhere forever, though we may not be able to define eternity so to satisfy a metaphysician, we will be amazed and transformed by the wonder of the meaning of life. We don't have to be theologians to understand that we are eternal. Science informs us that all matter is eternal, and that it continues to exist in one form or another. It then corroborates what the Bible validates. "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. That's what God told Jeremiah. "Before you even got here, I picked you out. I had predestined you. I had predetermined you. I prearranged for you to be who you are and where you are at this particular window of time." That is not just true for the prophet Jeremiah. The same is true for you and me. God is amazing. God is astounding. God is incredible. He is power and purpose. He is the fusion of energy and intellect. He is a strategist, and He has a plan for everything, including our lives. What I love about Him is not just that He is powerful. Our God is a thinking God, a logos God, an intelligent God. He has a plan. That gives me joy, because sometimes I don't have a plan, and when I do have a plan, oftentimes my plan goes awry. But it helps me understand that when my life seems chaotic and crazy, that God has a strategy for my life. According to Romans chapter 8, verse 28, I can rest assured that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. You and I are called out of eternity into time according to His purpose and plan. We must also understand that God is good and that He is sovereign. That means that God is in complete control, and that out of His goodness and His mercy He chooses to be good because He is intrinsically good. There is no need for someone to police God or watch over Him. He just chooses to be good. And out of His goodness and sovereignty, God decided, as a final act of creation, to make man. Man, then, is the crescendo of His creation. We must also understand that God is a loving God, and out of the incomprehensible depths of His love, He created someone to love. The greatest love story we will ever read is found between the books of Genesis and Revelation, because God handcrafted an object to love. In essence, He said, "I want something to love," and He took that something out of eternity and brought it down into time. He scooped up a bit of clay and began to form and fashion man into His likeness and into His image so that he might have someone to love. If you believe that is true, you'll understand that we are far more interested in religion than God is. God is not interested in religion. He is interested in relationship. Religion only becomes significant when it enhances relationship, which it doesn't always do. Oftentimes, religion becomes a deterrent to relationship. The Bible is filled with numerous religious people who miss connecting with God altogether.